Look, today is truly one of the happiest days of my life. Serving our people is moving from strength to strength. We've got over 800 volunteers at the moment and growing. There's the demand for us to go out and help the community has been getting stronger and stronger. We really are making a difference. We're seeing that. This is about us helping another human that needs us. We are not prone to anything. The wealthiest people in the world have lost all their money overnight, and the very average people in the world have also made it overnight in many different levels. So there's a beautiful word that comes to mind, and that's humankind. The human and the kind aspect of it. The kind aspect of it is what makes us really human.
Well, actually, it was one of our staff members found out about SOP because we had these lovely ladies come and drop these meals from the Cardamom Pod in different places, and we were like, oh, who are these people? And so we sort of got talking to you more and found out what you were doing, and again, it just was like so wonderful to have that collaboration where we could identify a person that was in crisis, and then you guys could come out and actually take stuff to them. And I think it's really important for all of us charities to work together because we're all here for the common good. And I think that's what I like about serving our people, is that you'll just do whatever is required. I'd just like to say how wonderful it is to have a new organisation actually coming up to help people in crisis on the Gold Coast. I think it's a really important element that has been missing in the past, and so it's wonderful to work with SOP, and I hope to work with you into the future.
For me personally, it was my dream to always try and have someone or something, a program organised to be able to pick up and support people, no matter how they needed it, where they needed it and what they needed. It was just to have that, because I never really realised until later on in life, when I was doing this program, that people weren't coming because they didn't have the means to get here. And when you guys came on board last year, it was a long time being asked to to have that support, and we were trying, but at the same time it was just not happening. So all I can say is that what you guys are doing at the moment is what people need to know about.
This is a little project that's dear to my heart. It's about helping people get access to the COVID vaccinations, specifically our homeless, our vulnerable, our rough sleepers. But it was always a dream and vision of us to have a mobile service. And so we're here now, and I've been able to put into fruition a mobile vaccination unit to actually come out to the people. Charities like Serving Our People really, give people the opportunity to get out there and serve in action and do something, rather than just say, I would love to do this, but it's the action, which is great. So there's never been any barriers, and that's fantastic. It's very good. I think we all need to have a moment to reflect about what we can do in the world to make a difference. So, as a doctor, I can bring my health, background, but someone might not be someone who wants to be on the field. They can serve in different ways. I think we really need to remember that everyone can serve in a different capacity. So if you're not someone that can get out there on the field and do deliveries, or be out there in the community doing something like this, that's okay. There are other ways you can support, because we need to all do this together, and it takes each one of us to make a change.
SOP's had a really positive impact for me. I have treatment every 14 days in an oncology day unit, and if I have a bad crisis day, I can be completely wiped out for the day. So having a nutritious meal or cooking is just near impossible. But now I have a meal, I know that all I need to do is go to the fridge, heat it up, and I've got a really delicious meal that I know that I can enjoy. So I would say, think outside the box, think outside the picture. Not everybody with a disability, you can see, we're not all in wheelchairs, we're not all physically disabled. Some of us look completely normal, yet we're really struggling. And it would be awesome if you could support us in any way, because every little bit helps. So I think that would be wonderful.
It does not matter what it is that I need, you guys are there. And there's not too many people that you can call in society today and say, hey mate, I've got this going on, do you think this could happen? It doesn't happen for a lot of people, and it didn't happen for me for a very long time until I found you guys. I suffer from necropathy. I have huge medical problems going on, and the walking in itself was causing nights of pain. A group of wonderful individuals from the community has come together to help me in some of my toughest times of need. And you continue to show up each and every day that I ask for your help, and I'm so grateful. There's so many things I couldn't have done without you guys there. Days that I don't get through, that Matt comes around and he'll have a chat and cheer me up and just see how I'm going. You're just beautiful, and beautiful souls and people.
So my name's Rebecca. Some of you may have recently met me through one of the previous videos I did for SOP. At that time, I was going through treatment for my stage 4 bowel cancer, where I'd had multiple complications, and I had just started my chemotherapy. Had another 2 surgeries to obviously remove additional lymph nodes and to close off a few of the other things that I had issues with from the cancer. I always have the fear and thoughts of the cancer coming back. I have my life expectancy so far is probably 75% chance that I'll be here for another 10 years. The fear that you have, not only for yourself, is for your family. You want to be there for them, you want to provide for them, you want to do everything you can for them. My medical expenses started to really build up at one stage where I was financially struggling, and I was desperate, I was scared, I was upset. I had all these thoughts going through my head going, it's hard enough not being able to, I've had to stop working, I couldn't provide for my children, and now I'm sitting there trying to work out, do I pay for my medical expenses or do I pay for food? So SOP did an amazing thing. I had upcoming surgeries, and I literally had no money to pay for these surgeries. And SOP were wonderful enough that they helped contribute to my medical expenses. They helped with my surgery fees. That was quite possibly the most amazing thing anyone has ever done for me. And they were there. They didn't have to be there. They didn't want that. I never would have ever asked anyone to help me out in that situation. But when they said that they would, the weight of the world lifted. And I could then go back and just focus on my recovery, healing, and getting through it all. And I can never ever thank SOP enough for everything they've done for me and my family.
The only reason we've managed to achieve a lot is because there's been a lot of people who have that innate in them that want to help others and have seen what it is. And it is sad for us to see that there is over 3.4 million people who are under the poverty line in Australia. You know, serving our people, we're helping, we're working with also many other charities as well, helping to get things over to them. So since the last event that we did, we went in from 5,000 meals, we're doing 25,000 meals deliveries to people in need. We've got, obviously, the fleet has increased. Our donation boxes, we're putting those out everywhere to make sure that they're out there and they're helping, and please, if you go to any calls and you see the SOP donation box, please put some items in it, even if it's 1 can of tuna, even if it's 1 packet of pasta, please put it in there. That helps feed a family that's in need. Another great thing is that we have our offices and Soplex. That's an upcoming, obviously, announcement, and we're going to have the first free supermarket in Queensland. So a lot of the donation boxes and the different calls will be able to get a lot of those items and put them into the first free supermarket in Queensland. Look, it's been unbelievable. We could do with more volunteers, we could do with more vans, we could do with more donations to allow us to grow and to expand to the levels that we want to. Thank you for all the support. A lot of love to everyone, and really, really hope that we can, together and with your support, we can make a difference to help everybody out there. Thank you.